You know, so I grew up, like I said, in the South Side, and then moved to Brooklyn, and was what you call a latchkey baby. You know, it's funny, one of the congressmen mentioned that term to me, and I thought that was a Belizean term, but it looked like it's a global term. So I was a latchkey baby. You know, my mom worked menial jobs before, you know, becoming a receptionist in the government district, just to provide for me. As many, you know, many of us share that story. You know, we all come from Belize to the diaspora, and we try to figure it out. And so, you know, my mom did her best to care for me, and, you know, I did my best to make something of myself. I love music, but I initially wanted to be a professor. I wanted to teach, because I always found myself debating with my uncles at a very young age. And I'll never forget, I was at Finnegan's house, and Faith Bob was there. This, I think, was maybe the 84, or maybe the 89, no, the 84 UDP administration. And I was, you know, maybe 8 or 9 years old, and here I was in big people conversation talking about foreign policy and politics and all kind of thing. I'll never forget that conversation. But I wanted to be a professor because I always had a lot of information. I always read, and I always found myself imparting information to my friends in the community. I grew up in a very crime-ridden, impoverished community on Flatbush, you know, Church Avenue, Newkirk, that area. And but that shifted after I graduated high school in '97. I graduated, and the first thing I did was to borrow my cousin's Ronald Hendy. God bless him, he just had a stroke. I borrowed his bicycle to go and deliver messages. Because, you know, I grew up in a tough neighborhood. I had even gotten shot. And I had promised my mom that, you know, I would stay out of trouble, and I would, again, try to make the best of life and do the best for her and myself. So as soon as I graduated, I enrolled in New York Technical College, New York City Technical College, and I got a job as a delivery boy. And, you know, I had always loved music, but my focus was I was going to go to university and, you know, become a professor. And as I was delivering packages, you know, all I did was, you know, just come up with music. I don't, you know, something just happened, the angels just touched me. And I would be delivering packages to Def Jam, to Universal, to Columbia, to Sony, to all of the record companies who ended up bidding in one of the biggest bidding wars for my talent later on. But that's when it shifted. You know, I got drawn to making music, and I felt that it was my calling, and I felt that I had what it took. As far-fetched as that would be, in my circumstance, you know, where there are maybe millions and millions and millions of people in the United States that try to make it in the entertainment business, and you know, only a handful of us ever really do make it. And so I was very fortunate, you know, by the grace of God, to make it. You know, I was able to get discovered right while I was delivering messages and going to university. I would deliver messages all day.